Oftentimes people think those with big money and trading accounts have it easy. It's easier to grow $10,000 into $100,000 than it is to grow $10 into $100. Why? It's all about wiggle room for mistakes because you will make them trading. What if I told you there was a way for you to trade with as much money as the big traders have? You can walk around in their shoes for a bit, maybe red bottoms. Well, it is possible through something called leverage. A lot of you have asked, so today I'm going to break down what it is and how to use it to bet big on Bitcoin on Bybit. Let's get it. BitSwap is the hottest new way to trade tokens. Crawling all the top decentralized exchanges, BitSwap gets you the very best price and value for your trades. BitSwap is changing the game. Try it now at bitswapdex.io. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the largest crypto channel in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money in crypto, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you want more tutorials on trading, smash that like. We're going to be taking a look today at leverage trading explained. Many of you are newer and want to understand it, so I'm going to help you with that and show you how it works. If you would like to try leverage trading at any point, you can sign up for Bybit and test your skills in our Bybit Challenge Trading Competition by visiting bitboycrypto.com/Bybit. We also have a full tutorial on Bybit on that page if you want to check it out. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, just head on over to bitboycrypto.com/Bybit. That's where you guys can get access to sign up for Bybit. You can also click here to join our Bybit trading competition. And also, if you'd like to be in their affiliate program, you can do that as well. As well as you can check out the Bybit tutorial and unlimited VPN if you have IP issues. We do have this contest going on right now, Bybit Battle. Right now, we've got 81 people signed up. Hopefully, we'll get a lot more signed up here in the next few days. Next week, we're going to start the competition. So what is margin trading? Well, this is cryptocurrencyfacts.com. It's a pretty good little explanation here. It says, margin trading with cryptocurrency allows users to borrow money against their current funds to trade cryptocurrency on margin on an exchange. In other words, users can leverage their existing cryptocurrency or dollars by borrowing funds to increase their buying power. It's got a little example here where it talks about, how you can borrow against it, but also you're going to have fees to pay. So keep that in mind. There is a cost for borrowing money. I think everybody understands that. A given exchange will have a range of different leveraging options: 2-to-1, 3.33-to-1, 4-to-1, 100-to-1, etc. Now, in cryptocurrency, we call this, the level of your leverage. We would call this 2x, this 3x, this 4x. This would be 100x. Trading with 100x is extremely dangerous. Margin trading can be done short or long. So basically what you're doing when you're margin trading, you are borrowing money and you are trading with someone else's money. You're paying a fee to do that. If you bet on Bitcoin to go long and the price goes up, you get to keep all of the money that you made on those trades. So if you have, $10,000 and you want to trade with that, if you trade that at 5x leverage, then you're playing with $50,000. If you do 10x, you're trading with $100,000. And you just sit there and wonder, how is that possible? Well, it all has to do with the fees and the margin. So basically, you have a certain window that you can trade within, and if the price goes in either direction, more than your margin, then you get what's called liquidated and you lose all the money in the trade. And that's the goal of cryptocurrency or trading on margin. Don't get liquidated. Of course, making money, but don't get liquidated. So you have two basic decisions. You can either go long or you can go short on Bitcoin. What does shorting mean? Short selling is a trading strategy that aims to profit from a price going down. And this is really the key. This is how this works. This is the mechanics behind it. Short selling Bitcoin means selling Bitcoins with the intention of buying Bitcoins back at a lower price Thus, you profit from the difference between the selling point and the buyback point. That's how you make money shorting. And here's an example. If you sell one Bitcoin at the price of $10,000, price of Bitcoin now dropped to $9,500, and you have $10,000 in cash on your trading account. Now you can rebuy your Bitcoins for $9,500 and end up with 1.052 Bitcoin and essentially made $500 in one trade while the price went down. Well, this is shorting. But if you were to do this on leverage, for instance, and if you were to do this at, let's say, 10x leverage, well, now you've made 10 times that $500. You've made $5,000. On 100x, you can do the math there. It's really high. But once again, don't suggest going that high when you are trading. Bitcoin longing, of course, is buying Bitcoin with the expectation of the price of Bitcoin rising in the future. So shorting, you're betting it goes down. Longing, you're betting that it goes up. You bought one Bitcoin at the price of $8,000. The price of Bitcoin now rose to $10,000 while you still have your one Bitcoin. You can now sell your one Bitcoin for $10,000 and you earn $2,000 in the process. Well, now imagine once again doing that on leverage. Every X of the leverage multiplies the amount of money that you make. Okay, so let's look at what this looks like with Bybit. Now on Bybit, here's the important thing is this box right here. We'll focus over here on this side of the screen. So basically you have two different types of leverage. You have cross leverage that always runs at 100x, but it works off of all of the money that's in your account. For me personally, I'm not a big fan of this. I don't like cross margin. I've been liquidated with it before. I don't like it. I like to use isolated margin. This means I determine the level of my leverage. Now, I like to generally trade at 30x leverage. It's what I like. It's done very well for me. I make a lot of money doing 30x leverage. I have some wiggle room to play with. It's just important that I catch good entry points. That's really the key. To change your leverage on Bybit, all you do is come over here. You can either use the sliding scale and it will change automatically for you, or you can come on over here to the pencil and you can put it in yourself. Now, for beginners, and you know, some people would say that leverage trading isn't for beginners per se, but what I would tell you is literally everyone who became a professional trader started. So to me, that's kind of a crazy way of thinking. I will say, you know, learning to leverage trade can be difficult. That's why it's really important that you learn, you know, proper risk management and you do everything the right way. And you make sure that you do not go crazy right off the beginning. Because here's what we don't want. We don't want you to go trade and then lose money on your first trade and say, I'm done. I want you to learn how to do it successfully because it can be done successfully for 100%. So this is how you change your leverage. I suggest for beginners, somewhere between 3x and 5x. 1x and 2x, it gives you a lot of wiggle room. But, you know, if you want to do that to try it, that's okay. I would definitely suggest 3 to 5x for beginners, though. Once you really get your feet under your legs, 10x is pretty fine, too. 10x, I consider, with the way I trade, I consider 10x to actually be pretty safe trading, in my opinion. But you can get liquidated. You can always get liquidated. So that's how you use leverage. That's what it means. Just another quick example. If you have $1,000, if you're trading on 10x leverage, it's basically like you're trading with $10,000. On 25x, you would be trading with $25,000. So you get to keep the returns, you get to keep the profits. All you got to do is pay a fee. You're going to pay fees for this, a few percentage points depending on how much leverage. The higher the leverage, the higher the fee is going to be. So I hope that really breaks down margin trading and what leverage is and how to do it. We, of course, use Market Cipher for all of our trades. We've been very successful trading on the channel. If you want our Market Cipher review, we're going to be putting that out tomorrow, so you can check that out if you want to watch that video so you can see some examples of exactly how to read this. Like, what are these symbols? What do these symbols mean? What do the red diamonds mean? What does all this mean? We're going to show you exactly what all this is on a video tomorrow. So make sure to watch out for that. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.